Some people are afraid of the heights. Well, today we're delving into the depths on At Your Leisure. I'm Darren Kinder.
And I'm Jill Kinder. We're in the desert today finding out how you can learn to scuba dive in a landlocked state.
From there, we'll follow Chadwick as they head down the Pacific Coast Highway on their continuing RV adventure. What will they discover on their journey? Well, you'll want to keep it here to find out.
Finally, Reese Stein tries to catch the big one at Utah Lake. Own the outdoors with At Your Leisure, coming up now. Welcome to At Your Leisure. I'm Jill Kinder.
And I'm Darren Kinder. And today we're out at Seabase, which is out in what looks to be the middle of the desert, but it's actually not too far from Salt Lake City, and it's a great place for you to learn and get experience of saltwater diving.
Yeah, we're actually going scuba diving. It's the middle of winter, but out here they have warm springs that are fed, there's actually saltwater springs that are feeding these pools, and we're gonna go scuba diving.
Yeah, and it's really a fun place because, you know, it's close to town. They've got a great facility. You know, like you said, it's the middle of winter. Maybe you're thinking about going down to the Caribbean for the winter. This is a great place to come and get that introductory lesson, or get your refresher done,
get a
or
refresher
whatever.
Course, you bet. Well, we're gonna get ready to go scuba diving. We're gonna get our gear on, and while we do that, let's learn a little bit more about Seabase.
Millions of years ago, they had Lake Bonneville. It went from up into Idaho, clear down to, I think, Cedar City, but it was a saltwater lake. They don't know how salty, but if you go over along the water lines on the Wasatch Front, dig, you'll find seashells. Well, because we're so close in elevation to the Great Salt Lake, that all the minerals went in the ground. So as our springs come up, they come up salty just like the ocean. That's how we're able to sustain the fish life that we have out here.
I certified out here August of '90. That's when it really became open to the public. It is a brainchild and creation of George Sanders and Linda Nelson, trying to find a better spot and a better way to take care of students for their open water training as part of scuba certification.
You can bring your family out, we can put kids in here and they can swim and snorkel with the fish during the summer and feed the fish. They'll probably never ever get to the ocean. So it's kind of cool to be able to see the fish that we have out here. We have 3 different types of tanks. We have the steel tank. These are aluminum tanks which hold more air. And then we have what they call nitrox. And the nitrox, you have to take a special class for that, but it lets you stay under longer and lets you, you're not near as fatigued when you use that. All right.
You can dive all day for $20. If you need equipment, we got absolutely everything here you need, and you can rent that.
If you love any kind of adventure and you want something that's completely uninhabited or different than what you're used to, try scuba diving.
Well, we're going to get in the water and we're going to take you with us, but before we do that, we need to go on a travel adventure, and it's actually Chad and Rhea on the RV adventure. So while we're pretending to be on the coast, they actually are. Welcome back to At Your Leisure. We're here at Seabase.
And we're out here doing a little scuba diving, and this is a really fun place because there's a lot of fish down here, even a shark.
Even a shark. You could feed the fish.
Yeah, and they're hungry. Let me tell you, bring your children.
Darren and I have been certified for a while, but we've never dove out here, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And it's not too far from Salt Lake, so.
There's a lot of places to kind of come in and go out, and tunnels, and all kinds of fun little adventures out here.
So we're gonna go feed the fish. Why don't you come with us?
I like scuba diving because it's going somewhere where you have to shut your cell phone off, leave it at the surface, you're down there, you're self-contained, and you get to move around in an element that's not your own, and you're almost completely weightless.
I don't feel the weight of gravity on my back, on my knees. and I can swim freely, and it's quite an enjoyable experience.
It's one thing to go dive in a swimming pool. It's a whole nother thing to get in water like this where you've got to really rely on your senses and not panic and do what you've been trained to do.
Yep. They say that it's sometimes the water's a little clearer, but today was a little hard to see.
That's because we were stirring it up a lot.
That might have been for sure. But then when we got into the warmer water and we got to feed the fish, that was really fun.
And they were hungry.
They were really hungry.
The water here is very close to what the ocean is. So if you can dive at Seabase, you can dive anywhere around in the world. And so we're going to weight the same. The water's going to feel the same. We're going to swim the same.
Neptune divers in Seabase is really and truly a dive shop feeling.
When they come to Neptune, what we do is we put them in a class. We have a 6-week class. We have a lot of pool work. We put them in the pool. We teach them a bunch of skills. But you know, the pool, you don't get lost in a pool. It's pretty hard to get too deep in a pool. So we bring them out here where the water's a little wilder. It's still not too deep. And we take them out here. We put them through all the skills, make sure that they can rescue themselves and rescue their buddy, and they're equipped with everything necessary to go out and dive and have a lot of fun as divers.
We have to take into account that we're putting them on a system which allows them to breathe underwater. So essentially, it's a life-sustaining system, and we want them to know it, understand it, and feel comfortable with it. So we try and provide that head-to-toe service from the get-go. So people have that comfort level, and they have no fear and trepidations about getting in the water and breathing air underwater.
It was so cool because they would just try to eat anything. They tried to eat your fingers and your
they come right up to your face mask and bonk off your face mask.
That was pretty cool. You look eye to eye to the fish.
That is one thing unique about here, because when you're out in the ocean, that rarely happens. Usually they'll keep arm's distance from you almost all the time.
Yeah,
and to have them come right up in your face is a fun experience.
Yeah, a lot of times in the ocean they'll get close to you, but they get spooked pretty quickly and go back away.
It's just a phenomenal feeling from start to finish. It's a phenomenal sport. It really is.
Well, this has been a lot of fun out here at Seabase. It's definitely a different experience. So if you're a diver, you're really going to enjoy it. But for right now, Reese Stein is at Utah Lake doing his own kind of fishing thing.
Well, next week's show looks fantastic.
It really does. But we've had a great time out here in Tooele County, out in Grantsville, and we're at American Burgers, which they have one in Thule and here.
Yes, it's a Tooele County staple.
It is. Every time I come out here, I got to go to American Burgers.
That's right. Well, it's been great out here, and you know, you think of Grantsville as a small town, but it's got everything you need out here.
Yep. There's lodging, there's food, there's gas. So when you come out here, you don't have to bring everything you own to get here.
That's exactly right.
And it's like that awesome small town feel to it.
It is. It's really a comfortable town.
So remember to get out with your family and friends and enjoy the great outdoors at your leisure.
Tooele
It's
County.
great here.
It is great.
It's great and nice.
Yes. Welcome back to At Your Leisure. We're here at Seabase. Oh, some of us are. Leisure, we're out here.
Hey guys, if you liked that video, you're going to want to watch all of our other AYL videos. You're going to want to like it, you're going to want to share it, and you're going to want to subscribe, right? See all the buttons right here? This is what you're going to want to do, right? Click on them, because we have some really cool videos, all kinds of behind the scenes stuff, bloopers of Alicia crashing and stuff.
Why are you going to sell me out like that, Steven?
So you want to click all of these things and subscribe to our channel, because At Your Leisure is awesome, and we'll see you here for more videos.